So I just wanted to go over a quick video. If you're a remodeler or doing an adjacent service, you might be wondering, what should I start? Does Google make more sense? Does Meta make more sense? First of all, they're both just advertising channels. Both can work, but they don't do the same thing. Google captures demand that already exists. When you normally have a homeowner, they search up kitchen remodeler near me. They tend to have a high amount of intent. And whatever limited number of people do that, in relation to whatever service you have, those people tend to be better in quality when it comes to inquiring, and your ad actually shows up when they're looking. The issue though is that it will be a higher cost per lead. That's just a trade off, and you cannot control as much of what they think of you before that search. When it comes to Meta, it creates demand that did not exist yet, or it reaches out to people who may have shown that type of interest on Meta's platform, which is Instagram and Facebook. If somebody is actually scrolling, right, that is when your ad pops up, they would have most likely been engaging with remodeling content or stuff related to your service, because Meta optimizes for that. It shows relevant ads to the people that it displays ads to. The good thing, however, here is that you're able to communicate a curated perception of your brand at scale before they search for you or before they know you, or you can remind them of some recent work you've done in general, your best projects, your team, your process, your testimonials. You're able to communicate with a lot more control to people. Over here, the advantages are that you'll get a higher amount of volume and a lower cost per lead, but there will be a longer consideration window. The leads will not be the exact same as Google. And this is just a little flow chart to summarize that. With the higher cost per lead also, like Google is pretty decent. It's just that both of these channels are nice. It's just that I would recommend starting with Meta, especially if you have a lower budget, because a lower cost per lead just means that you get more inquiries, you get more at bats, you can find something faster, you can make it work quicker, you can build brand presence also. Plus, you're able to, like I said, control how you're able to communicate. You're you're able to curate the set of assets that you display to the people who actually engage with the ads, what projects, the brand, the way that things go about. You can objection handle through advertising to make sure that whatever problems they have or whatever mental bottlenecks that they have before inquiring with you, they're solved with the ad. That's called objection handling. I mean, that's just what I was referring to. And Google can work too. It's just that I would recommend at least 3 to 5K a month. Plus, like there's tends to be a limited amount of people who actually search up those keywords. That tends to just be more expensive. That's how we try to start off with Meta normally. Now, ideally, if you have your Meta working, Google becomes a good next move just because you get more omnipresence. Like an example is that somebody actually searches up your brand after they see your ad on Facebook, and that is when they see you on Google again. The good thing over here is that you're able to capture and create demand, and you're able to, with Google specifically, get the high intent buyers. Now, one thing I would suggest not doing is running both before either is working, especially if you don't know what you're doing or you don't have much of a budget. If you don't spend enough across two channels, you wouldn't spend enough to optimize. And mediocre or basic results on both wouldn't be ideal. I would suggest picking one channel, just building it properly, really fine tuning every aspect of it when it comes to the ad, the inquiries you're getting in, the conversion to appointments, and then appointments to bookings, the entire process. If you have any questions here or you want to see what we can do for your firm, how we're helping out other firms in this industry, feel free to click the link below. You can book a call, have a quick chat with me. We can just see what your goals are, and I can show you a bit more about what we do too. Feel free to comment down below too if you'll want me to make a video on a particular topic or if you have any questions. Thanks.